Hello, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, I recently created a video around data validation, and several people liked it really. But at this time around, I want to show you something that is very important as well. So, beyond data validation, because data validation actually says like what you want to, input and then checks against a rule. However, this time around, I want us to look at protection. So you can actually protect who can edit any range within your file or your work. So how does that work? You can limit the range, or you can actually block a certain sheet, so no other person can edit or even do anything, regardless of them having access to view, but they can't edit a certain range or the entire sheet. So how does that work? So for example, I can this is my sheet. For example, I'll still play around with the names. That is Dennis. That is Tina. These are my sisters, and I use them a lot. This is Mercy, Ivan. So I'll leave it to that. Let me just close this, delete that. So these are names that I have here, but I may want to protect. In fact, let me just add some marks to it. So this person I got myself 60 is very low for me. So let me put an 80, maybe it's got a 90. This one got somewhat a 78. Mercy got maybe a 58, and Ivan got a 20. Perfect. So I'll just change this a bit to that. So how do I protect? So one of the use case or case scenarios, I may share this with my several other people. Like this sheet, maybe people have access to it, but maybe I'm very keen not to have anyone edit what the marks were added. So I can limit who can edit this column of marks, who can change the marks, who can do what. They can add names, but they can't maybe edit or put anything here. So that is very, very important. So how do you do that? So right click on any tab, the tab on which I want to add the validation or the protection, then protect sheet. There's an option of protect sheet here. So when you click that, there's a little side options that come through. So here they ask you, do you want to protect the entire sheet? So if you want to protect the entire sheet, what does that mean? You're literally limiting the entire sheet, not only a certain range. So we can start with the sheet. So if I want to limit the sheet, I want to protect the sheet. What does that mean? So I'll click that and then set permission. So and the permission I want, so there are two people having access to this, but maybe I want who can edit, so I'll remove this person and I'll leave myself. So I will click done. So if you can notice here, a padlock has, a padlock has been introduced on the sheet. You can actually have different sheets. Some are locked, some are not. So maybe you're sensitive to have this, it contains maybe sensitive data, no one can edit. So on my case here, I can edit, but as you've seen, I have another person that has access to this. So I'll quickly shift to that email. So this is a different email that has access to this, but this sheet is protected. So you can see if I try to do any editing, actually I can't type. You can, I can't type. I'm trying to type, but I can't type anything. Why? Because, and you can see all these, like I can't edit. I can't type anything. You see, they're all sort of like blurry. I can't click on anything. Why? Because when let me switch back. This is now the email that has access, edit access. So this has access, but the other email doesn't have access. And you can see for this that has access, all these are accessible. I can change anything. I can play around with anything. I can change, all these. But when I switch to this that has access, but the sheet is locked. I've not allowed it to do the editing. You see, even if I tap, nothing happens. So how do you, let me switch back here. So how do you edit that? Still under protection, you can still come and sheet protect, set permission. Okay, yeah, so I can edit, change permission, you can change to, remember who can edit. So I'll change to custom. Remember, I had only added one person. So if I add the second person here, meaning whoever, all of them can edit, I'll click done here and then done. So if I switch back to this person, now I should be able to edit, as you can see here, which wasn't possible. So that is how you actually do how you can protect your sheet. So someone has access to view, but they can't do any editing on the sheet itself. Switching back here. So I hope that is very clear, and you've seen how that is done. And you can actually remove, change. You can remove. Let me first leave that on. Yeah, so you've seen the protection here. Then the other thing that can be done, the other thing that can be done is the range. So let us check how the range can be protected. Okay, so under the range, I will just still do protect sheet. So I'm going to now go to the range. So now you see here, I want to select which range I want to protect. So for my case, I want to protect this entire column B, and I'll click put OK. I'm going to set permission. So who can edit? But now the editing is not for the sheet, the entire sheet. It is just for the range, because now you're editing the range. I'll remove this person and I leave just one, and I click OK. So what we are going to see how that happens. Of course, for me, I have access. I can edit here, but now I'm going to switch to the other email that I've taken access, that I've whose access I've taken off. So this I can edit, but now this person has access to edit all these other sides. You understand? But now here, they cannot edit. They can't edit. They can't add anything under Max. Why? Because I've limited it to just one email. And you can see this. You're trying to edit a protected cell or object. Please contact the sheet owner to remove protection if you need to edit. So I can edit all other columns. In fact, even names, I can add names. I can put new people, Tina, James, but I can't do anything with column B. But for column C, I can do anything. But for this, because it was protected, so that is very, very important. It can help secure your data and maintain that level of data validity, so no one can just move around and do anything. Yes, so how can you remove? You see, I've added so many things. You say padlock, it is locked, so I'm going to remove this rule. And then this other one, I can still remove it, and you'll see that this has been taken off. And if I go back here where I was not able to edit, I can now edit simply because the protection has been taken off. I think that has been helpful. I hope you like it. Share with a friend, and you can reach out in the comment section if you need support. I'll be able to support. Thank you.